Welcome back to the Intersint podcast. This is episode 19. Notice how I said the episode number in the beginning of the episode. Very demure, very mindful.
Demure. Very cringe. Not so cutesy.
I was like, how can we start it this week? And you showed me that clip. And I'm like, oh, this is hard to watch. This is how we're going to start it next week.
You know she's trademarked that phrase, right?
I was just about to bring that up, yes.
I love that for her.
And apparently there's like a Netflix show now.
Is it really?
Or it got greenlit to be a Netflix show called Very Demure, Very Mindful or something like that. I don't know what it's about, but...
That's good. Yay.
And I just, honestly, I looked it up right before we started to see, like, what was that phrase? Because I completely forget. And
what did you type in Google?
What would you guess?
What is the new TikTok phrase?
That's actually a good one. I should have used that to find it. Close. I typed in, oh God, this is embarrassing. I typed in TikTok trend, so Dior.
Wow.
Isn't Dior like a perfume brand or something?
Dior is a brand. Is a luxury brand.
That's what I thought. And I knew it started with a D. I knew it ended with an And I'm like, what is this word? So I just threw that in. And so through that, I found the video. So it kind of worked, I guess.
Good for you. Yeah, you did it.
I use technology. Oh, man. So we talked last week a lot about horrible drivers.
Oh, yes, we did. What happened?
I was stuck in traffic going to work for 40 minutes.
Was it that long? I thought it was like an hour.
No. If it was an hour, I would have been bitching up a storm from it.
True.
And I was like, oh, cool. I was already running behind. I'm going to make it on time. Sweet. No. Traffic got in the way and is like, you know what? We're going to just slow down everything to a stop. I thought there was a horrible accident, as there always is. And then like we're getting closer. I'm like, oh, what if the train hit someone? Like someone was parked on the tracks. That would be cool to, I guess, see. But if everyone was fine.
Yeah.
But then I get up and it's someone got pulled over. That was the entire thing. And that's why I was 40 minutes late. 20 minutes late to work, but 40 minutes stuck in traffic.
It's always funny how, like, no one really knows how to act when they're driving.
Well, no, not at all.
Because I had the same thing of, like, for some reason, everyone was driving slow today. And at my exit, like, it's one lane that splits into two midway, right? You've been there.
Oh, yeah.
And usually when there's a lot of traffic, a lot of the cars that are going right, because obviously you can turn right there on a red light, they would, like, shift themselves over to the furthest right as they can go to make room for people who are going left.
Okay, yeah.
So, as there's not that much of a backup. No. This thing stretched out for like a mile and a half. I was stuck at my exit because some bitch did not want to be scooting over to the right and wanted to stay in the middle. And so the entire left side was open. And I'm like, motherfucker.
It's
go.
And the amount of, like, I almost got into a wreck. I think it was yesterday. It was sometime this week because some lady, I look over, her head's just down, looking into her lap. I imagine looking at a phone.
Dude, that was me today too.
It's like not even, you know how we used to do it? Like you're looking straight, but your eyes are kind of like off to the side a little bit, like, or
shifting.
Her whole head was just straight looking down.
Jeez.
No peripherals looking up. And she goes to turn lanes. I'm in the lane she's going to turn in. And she just, no turn signal, just goes into the other lane.
Wow.
Fully. No stopping, no brake lights at all.
I don't get what it is. But before we get too far off onto the whole traffic thing, you brought up TikTok.
I did.
Have you have you seen like all those like new challenges and like whatnot and like the trends? Because I know you're not on TikTok, and like by the time it gets to Reels or YouTube Shorts, it's pretty much old news.
The only time I really like pick up on those like stupid challenges is when it makes it to Reddit. If it makes it to Reddit, and then that's whenever I find out about
it. So you're very late.
Pretty much. Well, not necessarily. Usually it's like as it's happening, because wasn't that whole Tide Pod things?
Whoa.
Like, wasn't that started on TikTok?
Yes. This was back when Musical.ly became TikTok.
Oh, okay. See, I vaguely remember
around
like that era.
Time. Yeah, and I didn't have TikTok at the time. I downloaded it towards the beginning of COVID.
Oh, that's when I think mostly everyone downloaded it.
Yeah, because what else are you supposed to do? Just sit at home? And it was the only, at the time, only app or only site for short form media.
That's true, yeah.
Before Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts started.
Well, Vine was the original.
Why? Whoa, wine.
Wine.
Okay, hang on. Okay. As we go on with this show, my Indianness, my Pakistaniness is going to come out.
Oh, I didn't know that's what it was.
We interchange our W's and V's.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't know
Why?
that? I don't know. I think it's more because of the accent. And then like how in our head it's like the same
You just punched
sound.
her microphone.
I did.
Now you're the animated one with your hands. Wait, so it's the same sound you said?
It's the same, like in our head, it's the same, not pronunciation, but like more how like it's how we hear it in our heads.
Oh, that's very interesting. I wish I could be inside your head to hear what it sounds, what you're thinking of it as.
So, okay, as a preface to all that, I was born here, but I do have immigrant parents. Before all you racists come at me, I was born here, okay? Don't tell me to go back to my country.
Go back to San Francisco.
In the sense that that is its own country, yes.
That's very true. Because, okay, so here's the difference. Like, so I'm thinking of it as like V and then W. How does that, like, where's the commonality between them?
W and V.
Oh, okay.
Your eyes grew so wide. It's hard to think.
I'm just trying to think of, I guess when you're saying it within a word, that makes sense. I get that. Okay.
Yeah, just the pronunciation of it, or like how it sounds when you are moving your lips.
I don't think it's something I've ever really noticed before.
Now that I've brought it up and you talk to people with Indian accents, you will notice it.
Well, just like with you specifically, because we've been friends for 4 years now. I don't think I've ever noticed you do it.
I have tried to hide it as best I can.
You've tried to hide your Indian bobble from me for a long time too.
Oh, yeah.
You succeeded for a very long time. I give you that.
I broke when I was 6, so I'm still going strong in a sense.
You were very exhausted the day we were hanging out.
I think I was running a fever too at that point.
Oh yeah, you were sick that day. Like it was like the very beginning of you being sick.
Yeah.
And we were waiting for food, and like I'm telling you a story, and you did your head bobble, and it took so much in me to not be happy and be like, "Oh, you did it!"
The Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
So I was like, "Oh, I finally got to see the bobble."
The bobble.
Honestly, okay. That's like how I figured it out too.
Oh, you didn't know that was a thing either?
Well, no, like, so okay, you've told me to watch some Bollywood movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the first questions I ever asked you was, why does everyone keep bobbling their heads like they're bobblehead like characters? Because I just didn't understand. So I looked it up, and literally people just call it the bobble.
It's a thing.
Yeah, so it's like it was this whole breakdown of explaining what the bobble is and what it means and why people do it.
It means a lot of different things depending on the context of what you're using it for.
Yes, like the context of the conversation, which is I think a great thing. We only have like up and down for yes, side to side for no. There's that other head movement that no one ever uses. Indians have figured out the use for it.
We unlocked the secret code.
Innovation. I love it. But yeah, we're getting too far away from it. TikTok trends.
Yes.
I've never known any TikTok trend to be a good thing. Every time I hear a TikTok trend, it's bad.
It dies out very quickly, except for the whole like Tide Pods thing, which is the last one I think I heard. Because a lot of it is just sounds that a lot of people just take part in. And I know I've done it before too, of using like certain sounds and certain like trends.
True, yeah.
Because like how you started this episode with the whole very demure.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are now doing like parodies of that. Of like how like see how I I think I showed you this one. I'm like, see how I don't throw this toaster in the bathtub?
Very safe, very cautious,
very not depressed.
Which I love that. I love when people take that like standard thing that everyone's doing and they find a way to twist it on its head.
Yeah, because now, and I think I do like this of how inclusive it is. Like this first one started off as a group of girls just like stating like what they're wearing and an accessory. So it's like black dress and a belt, black dress and a belt. And they like go around in a circle of just like doing all that.
I've seen, okay, I didn't know that was a trend thing.
But then now it's like people from like Africa doing like the most recent one I saw was like this school for the blind in Africa of like how these people got blind, and it's like I got hit in the head with a machine. I got hit in the head with a machine. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But like there's another one of like guys from or like these people from like an old people house, and it's like, oh, that's so sweet. They're all so cute.
Those ones are cool. I've never heard of like a good one. I guess because when it makes it to Reddit or news headlines, it's typically just bad. So
the dark ones.
Yes. Honestly, it was always a fun thing. Like back whenever I was in my last relationship, my ex, or she was on TikTok and making videos. And honestly, the funnest thing was, what's the newest fad? How do we twist it? And I loved figuring out that twist.
Yeah, and I think I did some of that too, and I've like done my own versions of them.
Oh yeah, you've done some really funny ones in the past.
Which I need to get back into doing that. I miss making TikToks.
You do.
The only thing is like by the time I get a good idea, the trend is over. I'm very slow at picking up like ideas for my own videos.
Hit me up. I will give you ideas. This is what I do.
You up, fam. Okay, got it.
Remember that one we came up with about the wheels and doors?
Oh,
we had this incredible script and like a video idea, and you just never filmed it.
Do you think it's too late?
Yeah, no one even knows about that conversation anymore.
We have to bring it back.
There you go. We need to get it started up so we can make this video, because that was a good video idea we had.
That was a good idea. Damn it.
So yeah, we can do this.
Okay.
It's like, hey Mike, I have an idea. What do I need to do? Or here's the trend. How do we flip it?
I was gonna do that. I think next time I'll come to you for it.
All right, there you go.
I want to like kickstart my TikTok back up.
Honestly, like one of your videos, I remember you showed me, and I was just dying over because of how funny it was.
I think the most views I ever got was like 33,000.
Oh wow!
From a very stereotypical trend.
Oh yeah, that was the airport one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that. But yeah, so, I mean, I remember specifically a trend. Do you remember the whole like you're a Jewish person getting off the train at Auschwitz?
Be careful how you proceed with all this.
No, that was a trend on TikTok.
Was it just like point of view?
Yeah.
You're a Jewish
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very vaguely, I remember that.
Oh my god. Like when that hit, I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking?
I do remember a lot of it was like POV, you're a slave, you're a slave who teleported to the 21st century.
That was another big one too, yeah. Wow, you guys, and it also is really, really bad for, I don't know how they get away with this legally, but there's like those people who make these trends of, oh, how far down can you pull down your pants or shorts? And like these little girls are now doing this trend of like, how far can you pull down your pants or shorts?
That's scary.
Yeah.
Don't, please. Okay, you guys, if you have children, please don't let them like do these kinds of things.
Yeah, and there's also all these like, again, because like it shows up on Reddit of like, what the fuck is going on with these trends? There's another one of like trying to be naked without showing you're naked or something on TikTok.
Oh.
And the people are so desperate for clicks and views that they're gonna jump on every single trend that pops up.
There are a lot of, okay, I think no one really realizes how many pedophiles and like child and human traffickers are out there on TikTok. Oh,
it's so easy with social media to just make an account and follow these people, which is incredibly scary.
I have a fake TikTok account for that reason.
Phrasing
Not
on that.
for- no,
Phrasing.
not
Oh
for-
my god.
Not for that reason. Holy hell.
We need to rewind. Let's start over again.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to the Intersint podcast. This is episode 19. We're starting over. So demure, so mindful. Remember how I said that?
Okay, no. Cut all of that
Scratch.
out. I promise. I promise I'm not a human trafficker. I promise I'm not a pedophile.
Oh my god.
I'm normal, I swear.
It took me a moment to even realize what you said and put the two together.
I didn't even register what I said.
Okay, let's just clear the chalkboard. Why do you have an alternative account for the real reason?
It's because when I need to, it's like for CapCut, it doesn't really, before your CapCut was linked to TikTok, and CapCut is not AI, but like auto-generated, you can use sounds or like visual effects and like whatnot.
Oh, is it like a mobile video editor?
Pretty much, yeah, but like with preset effects that you can add on to your videos. So I have that, but I didn't want to like use that on my real account. Before you had to like link it, because now you have to like link the actual account to it, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. So I made a fake one because I was like, I don't know what this is, and I'm very like wary about where my information is these days.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just made a fake one, followed a whole bunch of fake 10 people who like popped up on my For You page, just so I have like a following. The amount of videos I see on that one, because I don't have an algorithm set, is very scary.
Yeah, I mean, the problem isn't even just on TikTok either. It's also on YouTube, and it's bad.
Yeah.
But let's get out of this whole negative hole that we've been building. Let's distance ourselves from all that other stuff. So talking about the TikTok challenges, I figured this is the reason you brought it up. Did you hear about, like, this is kind of old news, but it's still kind of ongoing, the blackout trend?
What is the blackout trend?
And this isn't, I wish I could say this is the first time this has ever happened. It has not. It's people choking themselves to almost the point of passing out.
I have not seen that, no. My algorithm is very clean, by the way.
Apparently. And it's only making news now because someone died for doing it for too long. Yeah.
Of course.
And it's like, do we have to tell you not to choke yourself?
To Ohio, man, God.
What did you just say?
It's to Ohio. I'm assuming this person was like Gen Alpha.
Probably. What the fuck does it... I've always heard this, the Ohio thing. What the fuck does that mean?
Ohio... Okay, from what I've looked at, and this is going to date
I only know Ohio is for lovers. That's all.
I know Ohio was for lovers too.
The way you said that was just like an anime girl. Like, aha!
Kawaii.
Kawaii.
But this all originated at work, and this is where I figured it out, because we were all saying it without really knowing what it means. And so one of our coworkers like pulled up a giant master list of like, hey, dumbasses, this is what all this means. So apparently Ohio means like not good or like bad.
That tracks with the state.
And that's why these Gen Alpha kids are like saying that, because apparently Ohio is a bad, worse off state.
Yeah, but that
it's pretty much like for Washington, it's Idaho.
Yeah, but you have Florida. That's the universal dumpster of the U.S. Just say Florida. Granted, yes, Ohio is nothing, but
true.
Make it Florida. We all know that's bad.
So you're really defending Ohio out here. Wow.
Oh no, fuck that.
Being a Pennsylvanian.
They gave us the Paul brothers. We will never forgive them. But I mean, first of all, kids should be smarter than that. But then again, they were eating Tide Pods back in the day. So I mean, are they really that much smarter?
I feel like every generation, starting from millennials, had a dumb challenge.
What was ours?
The cinnamon challenge.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I beat that.
What?
I beat that. I think it's because of how much spices we eat in a day, that I'm just used to having like that in the back of my throat, that I just suffer through it.
But how much did you have?
A spoonful?
Wow. Because it's not even so much the spice, it's just the fact that it dries out your mouth.
I don't think mine did.
Weird.
I think for me, it's because I do have like a bad gag reflex that nothing goes down my throat for me to like cough it all out. It just stays there that I have to force it in. So my saliva probably didn't mix in with it.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well, that's congrats.
Thank you.
Whenever I found out about it, because I wasn't on the internet much back in the day, which was very surprising considering how I am now.
Yeah, I don't think I was back then either, only because I wasn't allowed.
Ah, okay. So I was working at Starbucks and my boss or the manager there, he's like, oh, I want to see if you can do this. I'm like, cool. Mm-hmm. And he poured like a half of a shot glass of cinnamon. And he's like, all right, you need to swallow this. I'm like, oh yeah, how's that bad at all? And
I feel like that's more than a spoonful because the challenge was a spoonful.
It definitely was more than a spoonful.
I'm sorry.
and we had one of our regulars in who always came in. So he's sitting there talking to us. No one else is in there. I'm doing this. Throw back the shot, thinking, oh, I'm just going to throw it back and swallow. My entire mouth turned into the Sahara Desert, and I turned into a dragon, coughing out a cloud of cinnamon into the sky. And it got like into my nasal cavity, and I had to go into the bathroom. And I'm like, I was probably in there for a half hour drinking water and trying to just flush out all that cinnamon from my mouth and stuff. It was terrible. And things burnt. Like I could feel it burning in my nose and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was bad.
I can imagine. Ugh.
So I feel like we had the like more mild challenge.
We had safer challenges.
I guess we weren't smart doing that back in the day.
Challenges?
With the cinnamon challenge, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like, okay, if you said, oh, here's a Tide Pod, you need to eat it. Common sense should tell you no.
There's a warning on that for a reason.
Yeah. So we're choking yourself like, hey, you know oxygen that you need? Just stop.
No. What if you didn't need it?
But the second one, this is more recent and so hilarious to me. I love this. Have you heard about the money glitch to get infinite money?
This is the whole Chase Bank thing?
Yes, this is the whole Chase Bank thing.
We were talking about that at work.
So do you know all about it then?
I know the gist of it, yes.
So for those who this is news to...
Okay, first of all, don't try this. Don't do this. It's not worth it. Let me tell you this now.
It's not. I don't know. It feels like this could have been a 4chan thing that someone started this and then it caught traction.
Probably, yeah.
But the whole premise is you write yourself a check. Say you, for this example, we write a check for like $10,000. Mm-hmm. You take the picture on your phone to deposit it into your bank, but you're writing it from yourself to yourself.
Right.
And so what's happening technically, I'm not going to go too much into the details to bore you, but the bank sees that and like, oh, cool, you have $10,000 waiting to come into your bank. If you go to an ATM, you can then pull that $10,000. Even though it doesn't exist, it's in the process of being transferred. The computers don't know it.
It's a pending charge.
Yes.
Which means you technically have it, but you really don't.
Yes. So these people, and there's videos of lines of people out of the ATM like waiting to get in, are pulling $40,000, $50,000.
Some dumbass did like 1.5 million.
Oh, wow.
Like, I mean, he has balls, I guess.
I mean, way to go big or go home, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
The bad side comes around on the next business day when the transfer goes through and you don't have the money in your bank. And
you have a negative charge.
Yes.
Because of it technically not existing, but you are making a withdrawal, and then you get an overdraft fee.
Yep. So these people have like negative $50,000 in their banks and stuff. And this is just a new adaptation of check fraud. So now people can go to jail for this because they are frauding a bank. Like, what the fuck? What part of like, and again, going back to like our challenges and us, like if we were kids now doing this, what part logically tells you like this, there's no repercussions for what I'm about to do?
Oh yeah. I mean, when I got the whole bank talk from my dad at a very young age.
Oh, that's
So
some kids are getting birds and the bees. You're getting Bangkok.
hey, Indian parents don't do the birds and the bees. Figure it out once you get married, okay?
All right, so
It'll happen naturally.
Here's investments, and here's how you need to stock your 401k.
Pretty much. Once you get married, you'll figure out how the dick goes into the vagina.
Yeah, it's natural. Things just work. Oh boy. Learning a lot about Indian culture today.
Yay. Could you... Oh, wow. I squeaked.
Could you?
Ka-chow! How far would you go to actually do a TikTok challenge?
It just depends on what the thing is. Like, if you were to say, hey, go choke yourself for a challenge. Fuck no.
Fuck no.
But if it was something like a safe thing to do and I found a way to twist it and make it different from everyone else, I would do that. I mean, I think that's fun.
True. Yeah.
But the fact of, eat this thing that's dangerous or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Carolina Reaper challenge.
Oh, I remember every single YouTuber was doing that.
And it's just like, that's dangerous all on its own. Not for, you're Indian. You don't taste spices.
Yes. I was dying with seeing all the white people just dying because they don't know how spicy anything is.
There's a YouTube short of two white guys and an Indian go to an Indian bar. This sounds like a setup to a joke. It's not. And so they all order the same thing, except the Indian says, hey, give me the hottest you have. Doesn't say spice level. The two white guys say, give us the hottest you have. Don't say spice level.
I saw that video.
And the white guys get a medium, and the Indian guy gets Indian hot, and that's a spice level.
I saw that video. I was dying laughing.
I think I would self-combust, like, if I ate that.
You would just melt through the ground.
I'm not good with it.
Oh,
you're
doing better.
That's, well, kinda. Better is just like, I can eat a jalapeno now.
You are doing better than most white people.
That's true.
You told me about the potluck.
Oh, yeah. We should tell that story of we had a potluck at work, and one of the
Congratulations on your free food, by the way.
Oh, it was very good. One of the things was a corn salsa thing. And I was looking at it. The lady who made it was like, hey, just a heads up, that is spicy. Cool. Thanks for the warning. I'll get it maybe after lunch. I'm going to get some water and like be ready for this thing.
I'm going to mentally prepare myself for this.
Yes. I get it. I get my chips. I get the salsa. I take a scoop and it's like sweet.
Huh.
And there's no bite to the thing at all. I was like, wait, is this the white people spice that we keep hearing about?
It's just seasoned with salt and pepper.
Is this what like the jokes have always been? Now I'm experiencing it. I get it. Now I know what white spice is, and I'm not a fan. there's no
now
flavor
you know your
there.
kind.
So, I mean, there's a positive. I'm above white spice.
There you go. I'm proud of you. I like to believe that I have taught you well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because, oh, man. We went out and got dinner one time.
Years ago, right?
No. This was recent. The Thai place.
Oh, yeah.
And we went and got it to go.
Mm-hmm.
And we went our separate ways after that.
Yeah.
But we ordered the same exact thing.
We did, yes. The only difference
was the spice level. Didn't realize until we got home that they swapped the things and I got yours.
I'm like, wait, this isn't spicy.
Where's all the flavor?
Meanwhile, I text you and you're like, I'm dying.
My mouth is on fire. I'm sweating. I'm like, I think something's wrong here. I got through it, but it took me a long time to slowly eat through that.
So I was looking up topics for this recording. Did you know about this porch shitter?
No, I heard nothing about this.
Apparently, some guy has been running barefoot through people's yards, neighborhood, up to people's porches, shove his pants down, and just take a massive shit right in the middle of their porch. People have Ring cameras nowadays. I don't think this person has ever realized that. And now there's all this like compilation of like this guy just going like door to door or whatever, just taking a shit.
The confusing part is the shoeless thing. Why are you shoeless?
Every villain has to leave a mark. If the shit wasn't enough, it was the shit barefootness.
The shoeless shitter. Watch out before Batman gets you. I think I've been outside walking my dog and walking into a pile of dog poop that people refuse to pick up, and it just infuriates me. Imagine how pissed you would be to walk out and not see this and step into this.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got it wrong too. It's the one neighbor, and this guy has been going through the same neighbor.
Oh no.
And leaving a shit on that one person's front porch.
What did they do to him to cause
I don't know. I'm trying to look this up. So that neighbor was like, I thought it was cat poop, so I just cleaned it up.
Oh no. First of all, what cat have you seen poop that much?
Do you not know what cat poop looks like?
Exactly. Who looks at it and is like, oh wow, that was a cat. No, if anything, that was a bear.
So that neighbor is like, I'm relieved that he's not violent or anything. He's just doing his deed, but it's very disconcerting and disturbing. Doing your deed in the fucking bathroom, bitch!
Who's this guy like just trying to be all nice and stuff? Like, oh well, I mean, it's a good thing that he's not this.
If this dude is caught on camera, obviously you can make them know. Cops are looking for this guy.
Why not just wear a mask? Make yourself at least a little bit more anonymous. Your face is out there now.
Talk about not giving a shit. No pun intended. No pun intended. To a different level.
My thing, dude, is like, okay, clearly he's holding it to make it to the steps.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any time along the way he just couldn't anymore and he had to stop early?
And we've talked about this before of like forcing your colon so much that it came out.
We talked about this?
Yeah. It was like a story of like
the guy
what
who
we heard. Yeah.
Yeah. But on top of that is like that, or imagine if he gets there, he's like, oh, well, I gotta go. And he like pulls down his pants and nothing happens. He's just trying.
Apparently just going off that really quick and like merging the whole TikTok trend. That was a trend on TikTok on July.
What was pooping on people's porches?
No, like how long can you hold your poop?
What?
And people have like done like no pooping the entire month of July.
How?
I feel like that's impossible, but like, what?
Would you then spend 24 hours on the toilet with like 8,000 flushes to get all that out?
I mean, your colon has to be backed up.
Yeah.
And because of the whole digestive tract, the more you hold it in, the more it backs up, causing it to go into your stomach and then esophagus and possibly into your mouth. So
imagine like you have a really strong cough and just a turd comes out of your mouth.
Ew.
You said it. I'm just going further with it.
You had to put a visualization to it.
I'm like gagging now, like thinking about it. Later in the article, they say the pooch pooper of Louisville joins the ranks of other illustrious freestyle feces depositors.
There's more than one?
Yes. You have the Colorado Mad Pooper, the Massachusetts Parking Lot Pooper, and you have New Jersey's Pooper Intendant of Schools.
I have no words. That's... What would you do if you saw that?
Saw it or had it happen to me?
Both. Because, I mean, I'm assuming at that point you would probably have like a doorbell camera.
If it happened to me, I'm setting up a camera. I would wait on the other side. I'd be like one of those people like on a rocking chair on the other side of my door, just rocking back and forth in the middle of the night, just waiting.
With your little arsenal and with your little machete and stun gun.
Yeah. You go crazy with it, you go machete, or I'd buy a paintball gun and just chase them down the road.
That's
shooting
funny.
them with a paintball gun. Teach them a question or a lesson real quick. But I mean, if I saw that happening, because where we live, see, I don't want to. You see crazy shit.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would just be like, I'm not even getting involved. This is not my problem.
Honestly, we see enough crazy shit to the point where we're just like, pretty normal for here.
Yep. I went to go pick up my packages once from my building. And when I went to voice crack there, going through puberty, I guess.
Whoa. Oh, 15-year-old Mike.
Whenever I went to my package, the building package.
Getting your package?
Where the packages come in. I went to go in there. There was a lady in like, it may have been just a thong. It could have just been really short shorts that were riding so far up that they turned into a thong. And like, not even barely a top. And she was smoking something with another guy next to her who looked like he was homeless for about 80 years, but he was only 20 years old. And
you know this how?
Huh?
You know this how?
That's what he looked like.
He looked 80 years old, but he was 20.
Yes.
How do you know he was 20?
That's just a joke.
Oh.
That's what we do on the podcast.
Stop saying that to me when I don't get things. I'm asking questions.
And I saw that.
There are times where I just think that you're not serious when you are.
I get that. I have a very dry sense of humor most of the time.
And I get your humor 99.9% of the time.
What's a warm up?
That, shut the fuck up. We are not rehashing that.
Anyways, so I went to go in, I saw that, and I just was like, cool, I'm going to get my package later. No hesitation, just, all right, well, yeah, that can wait for a later time. I'm like, why am I so desensitized to this? I'm like, that's not concerning at all. All right, sorry to bother you guys, I'll come back.
For me, it's the local crackhead that is just yelling at the sky and to himself and like flipping the finger to nobody. Just walking dead center in the middle of the busiest street in my city. We all try not to hit him. He's going to get hit someday. I know it. And the day he does, I pray that I am there to see it. I want to see this.
With how much crack is in his system, it wouldn't even faze him. He would just get up and just keep going.
Yelling profanities.
What would you do in this situation?
If I were to hit him?
No, the poop situation.
Okay, I don't have an arsenal. I do have a knife.
There you go.
I have my left and right fists. And I have my loud, angry mouth.
I could imagine you would open the door and just chase him down the road screaming.
Yes. Yes.
Which, speaking of like that joke, the old joke that I brought back, we have some old beef that I finally feel, what's the word? Justified. I feel justified for this because...
Okay, do I want to be feeling justified for this?
No. You know...
Wow, okay. Fuck you.
Because this is my argument and you try to put me down on this argument.
I like putting you down.
So, there are bugs that fly around that like to light up from their butt.
Fireflies?
Lightning bugs. So,
fireflies.
We always get into this
Fireflies! That's how the fucking song goes.
Yeah, and thank you. I'm so glad you brought that up, Miss Kenese, because I was in the little grocery store the other day, and what song was on? Fireflies. I'm like, oh, this song. It reminds me of Kenese arguing with me nonstop about the stupid fireflies and lightning bugs. Do you want to know what is in the second verse of that song?
Yeah. Lightning bugs, motherfucker.
Yeah. He says lightning bugs.
What's the song called, bitch?
I don't care. He still calls them lightning bugs. They are lightning bugs. They're two different things. Not two different things. They're two words for the same thing. A lightning bug and a firefly.
But it's a firefly.
And it's a lightning bug.
So then why can't we both be right?
Because I want to be right.
I broke you. Yeah, you wanted to bring back old beef, bitch, huh?
Goes back to the whole potato bug thing.
You're a potato. It's a roly-poly, by
know.
the way.
Well,
that is
not.
one thing we agree on, I think.
No,
your sister.
No. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, my sister did say it. Damn it.
You had told me that. Yeah. Ha! Bitch!
Someone
roly-poly. It's a roly-poly.
Someone did agree with me that it was a potato bug.
You're a potato bug.
You're a potato bug.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm rubber, you're glue. Your face.
What does that even mean?
You haven't heard that?
No.
When you were a child, what is the one thing that you said to people when you didn't have a comeback?
I remember being a kid, I called people llamas a lot.
Wow, you're weird.
Because I didn't know what a llama was. So I just thought it was a funny word and called people llamas.
Wow. No wonder you are the way you are.
Like we said, I think a couple episodes ago, this show is slowly unraveling my inner being of who I am.
Holy hell. Okay, you guys put it in the comments. When you had beef with somebody when you were a child, did you use the phrase, I'm rubber, you're glue?
No,
because I feel like that's like a universal put down.
No, the universal one was I'm trying to think of what it was called. The double loser.
Loser, double loser.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I never used that. I only know that because of a movie called The Click, which is based off the book that I've read when I was a preteen.
I felt like that was the universal, like...
That was brought up in a movie.
Right, but I feel like I've heard that more from people.
You and I grew up in two different worlds.
We did, yes. I grew up on the Yeehaw lands. You grew up in a city.
I grew up in a city, yes. I grew up normal.
That's debatable.
I could say the same about you, bitch. Look at you. Do you listen to yourself? Do you hear yourself when you talk?
When I have to edit the episodes and I hear some of the things I say, I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh.
So what is the context of this put down?
I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say jumps off me and sticks back onto you.
That's kind of like the Sticks and Stones thing.
Pretty much, but the whole Sticks and Stones thing was banned in our school because of how...
It was banned.
No, because like words do hurt. And so a lot of the teachers were like, no, like we acknowledge that words hurt. We're not going to say like ignore them.
No.
Because your feelings are supposed to be justified. And so we're not allowed to say that.
You're from a far left school.
I went to school in San Francisco, okay?
Yeah, I know.
This was very open, very accepting
I can tell.
Everybody. Dude, I got so mad when I moved up here because everyone was so cold and like unwelcoming and I had no friends.
Oh yeah, what is that, the Seattle Freeze or something?
Yep. I only made one friend and then that's about it. But then even like she, I think, left or something, or like we just drifted apart. And now I only have one friend from high school when I met her in 2012.
It is rough. Like I was starting to make a friend out here. Then COVID happened and now I don't see him anymore.
Oh, but we're friends.
Yes. But I just
Yay!
I was with like friends that you don't meet from work.
True. Yeah.
Also, how do you make friends as an adult? I just feel like it's so difficult.
Clubs, I guess.
Possibly.
Or like join a gym.
I don't want... No.
You're not a gym person.
I'm not
You're not a gym person. No. I've tried to get you to join a gym. I know our other coworker has tried to get you to join a gym.
We almost did.
Him. I know you guys almost did.
And then he moved.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think it's because of the vibes of a gym and the negative connotations for a gym.
What do you mean?
Just the gym bros and the...
I guess it just depends on what time you go. I feel like if you go first thing in the morning, I know you're not a morning person. I'm just talking about myself.
Yeah.
You'd rather sleep.
Yes.
But for me, I'm like a very early morning person. I feel like those people are more dedicated to just focusing on themselves because it's like, okay, I'm going to get this done and then I need to go to work. So like in and out, that's it.
Yeah, I would rather sleep.
I know you. I feel like you'd be sleeping mid-set.
Probably. I'm very much a night owl. I
mean, yeah, I get that.
The last, 3-4 nights, I didn't get to bed until 12:30.
And then I'll ask you, like, what time did you get to bed? And you just do your little giggle. I'm like, late.
12:30, and then I have to get up for work at 4:35-ish.
But don't lie. Don't lie to our audience.
What do you mean?
You don't wake up at 4:30. Get the fuck out of here.
I have an alarm set for 4:30.
You have an alarm set for 4:30, but do you get up? No.
I don't get out of bed until close to 6. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 alarms that have to go off before I can get out of bed.
Wow. I have 2.
Congrats. I don't know how people like you do it.
A lot of force, and basically at this point it has been 4 years of me waking up at this time, so I'm used to it. I would rather enjoy the 3 hours, 4 hours of quietness and solitude before people come and bother me.
I completely get that. And like, I realize that if I could just get up in the morning, I'd have so much more time in my day.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't do it.
Aww.
I used to be able to just have one alarm to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Like during college, one alarm on my phone and I was up.
Same. Yeah, same.
And then at some point, also in college, I stopped listening to that one alarm. So.
I feel like back in high school, I didn't even need an alarm.
Really?
My body naturally woke me up at 6:30 every day.
That's impressive, but also a curse, I think.
I didn't like it at the time, but now I'm just like, I wish I didn't need an alarm.
I will admit I've gotten a lot better. I used to wake up at 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and now I don't do that, so that's good.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes you do need that.
Yes, which I've always said, the day I don't have my dog anymore, my phone is being turned off, and I will let you know I'm alive when I finally wake up, but I'm sleeping until my body wakes me up. Which could be a day, could be 2 days of sleeping. We'll see whenever that day happens.
Do you need somebody to just sit there on your couch waiting for you to wake up?
Come in occasionally, check my pulse. Okay, yeah, he's still alive. Or I'm just like hooked up to a heart monitor.
I feel like so you really need that. You can't be trusted to just be on your own.
This is true.
We need to end this. It's getting really late.
It is.
We're recording this at like a very unscheduled time for when you usually record this.
It's almost time for you to go to bed soon.
I have a lot of things I need to do. I need to get more water. I'm like dying over here. It's so hot.
All right. Well, that will do it for this week. If you enjoyed that episode, like, comment, subscribe to all of our socials at Intersint Podcast. Or no, I said that wrong. You're screwing me up.
You bitch.
Go follow all of our socials at Intersint Pod, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
You're like a Sour Patch Kid.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're sour and then you're sweet.
What? Fuck you.